K Black Boxing, coming to you with another video. I just finished watching the brothers Dream Chasing Boxing video about Joe Smith Jr. He's basically asking where's his support. You know, some will touch bases on that as well as just American fighters in general not getting support from the American fight fans. Well, the American fight fans are supporting the American fighters. The American fanboys is not. It's a big difference between a fan and a fanboy. Um, Smith Jr. man is in my opinion, he's a good fighter. He's American, man. Um, he knocked off in four. He knocked out a legend in Bernard Hopkins, even though Bernard Hopkins is cooning like crazy right now. But in the ring, can't take nothing away from him. He definitely is a legend. First ballot Hall of Famer. Just a phenomenal fighter, Bernard Hopkins is. But he retired Bernard Hopkins, knocked him through the ring ropes, man. So you got a fighter, and now he's fighting Sullivan Barrera. I mean, in my opinion, if he get past Barrera, Joe Smith Jr. just put the light heavyweight division on notice if he can get past Sullivan Barrera, because Barrera's a good fighter. He only got one loss. He lost to the number one pound for pound fighter right now, which is Andre S.O.G. Ward. You know, Andre Ward just beat Kovalev back to back. So it wasn't a fluke. Andre Ward is definitely the goods. So losing to a guy like Andre Ward is not a bad thing. You know, he's on a comeback trail. And him and Joe Smith Jr. gonna be a phenomenal fight, man. But a lot of people are not talking about Joe Smith Jr. and it's sad because honestly, I know a lot of these fanboys as well as HBO, the head Klansman, and Jam Lampley. He's the head of the brigade. I know they like all these Russian fighters, Ukrainian fighters, and the reason why, whether it's Golovkin or Kovalev or Lomachenko and many others, and the reason why is because although they're not from the same country, they don't even speak English for the most part, but they share the same skin complexion, and this is what it is. But them not getting behind Joe Smith Jr. is, I don't know, in my opinion, that'd be a gold mine, man. It can be another great white hype type of thing. I'm not saying that Joe Smith Jr. is going to be that, because, he might become he might become a real phenomenal fighter. Who knows? But being for 4 and B-Hop is definitely putting him in that right direction, and fighting Sullivan Barrera is putting him in that direction as well. And because he want to fight quality opposition, he's not trying to fight bums. He's not trying to live off the hype of knocking off a 4 or retiring B-Hop. He's actually trying to fight good opposition. But not just Joe Smith Jr. All the American fighters as a whole, like I said, is really not getting the support or the backing like they really truly need. I just, throw out a couple of names, man. Andre S.O.G. Ward. He's 32-0. Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder. He's 38-0. Terrence Bud Crawford, 31-0. Keith Montine Thurman, 28-0. And Earl Spence, 22-0. The reason why I name all these guys is because they all are champions, and some of these guys are even unified champions. Ward, Crawford, and Thurman. Crawford holds 2 of the major belts, and he's going to be doing his undisputed fight in August. Thurman holds 2 of the major belts, and Ward holds 3 of the major belts. Wilder and Spence only have 1 belt apiece. But if you combine these guys' record, they got a record of 151 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. It'd be very hard pressed to find any 5 champions any place other the United States, any place in the world other than the United States that has four champions, that have five champions, that all of them undefeated, and they have a combined record of 151 wins, 0 losses, and 0 draws. You're not gonna find it. The American fighters are the creme de la creme, whether you want to believe it or not. I'm not saying that other fighters abroad are not good. Guillermo Rigondeaux coming to mind first. He's definitely one of the best. He's in my top 5. He's one of the best fighters I've ever seen in my life, and that's just completely. And I give nothing but props to Guillermo Rigondeaux. But as an American first, I gotta support my American fighters, man. And I just mentioned Ward, Wilder, Crawford, Thurman, and Spence just to mention. But you got Tank Davis, who's a young champion. You got Robert Easter Jr., who's a young champion. You know what I mean? It's just to name a few more. They both undefeated as well. You know, well, I ain't gonna say champion, but titleists. You know what I mean? In my opinion, all these guys are titleists until you become undisputed. Then I say you're a champion, and that's just the way I'm going. That's the way I'm saying it. You know, many other people can say how they want to say it, but that's how I'm saying it for right now. They're a titleist until they become undisputed. But to get back on track. We definitely as American fans need to support our American fighters, man. I made a video before about it, and I'm saying it again. You know, I just was listening to the Brother Dream Chasing Boxing video about Joe Smith Jr., man, and and it's crazy that he's not getting any buzz, man. And not just him, man. I'm gonna be totally honest too, and it's the reason why these fanboys and people like Jan Lampley and many others don't like the American fighters. It's because they don't look like them. It's just point blank period. These guys are black. They can't identify with them. They want to see somebody that look similar to them, even if they don't talk like them, even if they're not from the same place. They want to see somebody that look similar to them. You know, and people can say, "Oh, this racist." You can say what the hell you want to say. I'm just speaking facts. I like watching the fights. I like watching because they look like me, man. But I'm man enough to say that. Damn right. My top 5 is nothing but black fighters. And that's just my opinion. That's how I'm gonna roll. But many of you fanboys, y'all not man enough to say that y'all like Lomachenko, Golovkin, and Kovalev because they look like y'all. Y'all not man enough to say that though. Y'all want to say y'all bipartisan and all that bullshit, but in the comment section, it's a total different thing. So I'm continuing to support my American fighters, man, as well as Joe Smith Jr. as well. Support him as well, man. See, I'm not that biased just because he's white. I'm not gonna support. I'm not like that, man. He's one of the up and coming stars as well, man. So people need to definitely get behind Joe Smith Jr. and the rest of these American fighters, man, because fighters like Lomachenko, he already got a loss. Kovalev already got back-to-back losses. And we don't know what the outcome of Golovkin Canelo is going to be. He might take a loss as well. Then what y'all going to do? Who y'all going to jump on in? So come back to the American side, man, because these the fighters is going to take us to the promised land. These the fighters is going to take us to new heights. And if you don't believe it, you'll see. K Black Boston signing off. Like, comment, subscribe.